Lauren Smithfield should be 26 now and living her life in Bridgeport, Connecticut. Like a lot of young people, she used apps and online services to date. She was 23 and on a Bumble date with Matthew LaFountain when she was found unresponsive. LaFountain says at around 6 a.m. on December 12th, 2021. He says he immediately called 911 and started chest compressions as directed by the 911 operator. She was not revived and pronounced dead after first responders showed up. Responders said that LaFountain seemed shaken up and in a state of shock to them. Lauren's family was not notified of the death. They only learned about the death because Christmas dinner was supposed to be at Lauren's place and she hadn't been answering calls. After 2 days of no contact, they went to her apartment where they found a note the landlord left on the door that advised people looking for Lauren to contact a police phone number. Police told family they didn't need to contact them because they had her ID and they knew who she was. Wow. The day of Lauren's death, police only collected a few items of evidence: a credit card, her cell phone, cash, and a passport. They did not collect the bloodied sheets, the drinks that were there, the pill that was there, and a condom for weeks. Family was told that LaFountain was a nice guy, and there was no need to investigate him. Her death was ultimately ruled an accidental overdose by a combination of prescription medication, fentanyl, and alcohol. The family states that Lauren was not a drug user. Many people have issues with how this whole thing played out. Some believe that Lauren's death was not investigated deeply enough because she was black, and a white victim would have been treated differently. Others believe her date was not investigated thoroughly enough, and still others believe the death was written off as an overdose far too quickly. More anger ensued when the Smithfield's family was told to stop contacting police for updates. Just unbelievable. There was a protest, rightly so. Some of the detectives involved were put on leave and some resigned. They were reinstated after appealing their suspensions, though. Criminal investigation was opened after weeks of criticism, and the mayor turned to the Office of Internal Affairs to examine how the case was handled. The case remains open as a criminal narcotics investigation and has been reassigned. But 14 months after Lauren's death, the family was still waiting on public records from officials. On the same day, in the same jurisdiction, another young black woman, Brenda Lee Rawls, also died. Her family was also not notified of her death. The family found out that their loved one died from a neighbor. The family was also waiting on answers that were not forthcoming or quick. The medical examiner ruled she died of natural causes, cardiovascular disease with complications due to diabetes. But that doesn't excuse any of the non-contact, any of the extraordinarily slow-moving communications and documentation. Connecticut would actually pass a law in 2022 that requires police departments to notify families of deaths within 24 hours. They actually had to pass a law that forced police departments to notify families. And in December 2023, the families of Lauren and Brenda both filed federal civil rights lawsuits against the city for how their daughters' cases were handled. If you have any information with respect to Lauren's case, and it doesn't matter how old or small or insignificant you think that information is, please contact the number you see on the screen and say what you know so that her family can get the answers that they most certainly deserve. Thank you for listening. If you're enjoying these videos and want more, don't forget to subscribe and turn on your notifications so that you don't miss any videos. Thank you for watching. We really appreciate it.